Another summer day's come and gone away in Paris and Rome, but I wanna go home. Maybe surrounded by a million people, I still feel all alone. Just wanna go home. I miss you, you know. And I've been keeping all the letters that I wrote to you, each one a line or two. I'm fine, baby, how are you? Well, I would send them, but I know that it's just not enough. My words were cold and flat, and you deserve more than that. Another airplane, another sunny place. I'm lucky, I know, but I wanna go home. I've got to go home. Let me go home. I'm just too far from where you are. I wanna come home. And it feels just like I'm living someone else's life. It's like I just stepped outside when everything was going right. And I know just why you could not come along with me, 'cause this was not your dream, but you always believed in me. Another winter day has come and gone away, and even Paris and Rome, I wanna go home. Let me go home. And I'm surrounded by a million people, I still feel alone. Let me go home. I miss you, you know. Let me go home. Just too far from where you are. I wanna come home. Let me go home. It'll all be alright. I'll be home tonight. I'm coming back home.
Look into my eyes, you'll see what you mean to me. Search your heart, search your soul. When you find me there, you'll search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. You can't tell me it's not worth dying for. You know it's true.
I took the supermarket flyers from the windowsill. I threw the day-old tea from the cup. Packed up the photo album Matthew had made, memories of a life that's been loved. Took the get well soon cars and stuffed animals. Poured the old ginger beer down the sink. Dad always told me, don't you cry when you're down. But Mum, there's a tear every time that I blink. Oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up. But I know a heart that's broke is a heart that's been loved. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mum. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. And when God takes you back, He'll say hallelujah, you're home. I fluffed the pillows, made the bed, stacked the chairs up. Folded your nightgowns neatly in a case. John said he'd drive, then put his hand on my cheek and wiped a tear from the side of my face. And I hope that I see the world as you did, 'cause I know a life with love is a life that's been lived. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mum. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. And when God takes you back, He'll say hallelujah, you're home. Hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mum. You got to see the person I have become. Spread your wings and I know that when God took you back, He said hallelujah, you're home.
She moved through life with quiet grace, a tender heart, a gentle face. Though pain was constant day by day, her courage never slipped away. Now stillness brings her sweet release, her weary hands at last find peace. Her kindness lingers soft and true, a gift she left for me and you. I speak of Margaret Nichols. On behalf of Naomi and Michael, and Megan and James and Tobias and Alexis, I nearly got it wrong, Alexis, yes. They warmly welcome you all this morning and thank you for being here today. Your presence is so greatly appreciated. My name is Delma Carpenter, and along with Brendan and the staff at Parkside Funerals, we thank you for giving us the honour of being part of Margaret's farewell today. And a little housekeeping: if your mobile phones are not on silent or off, please, now's the opportunity to do so. Margaret was certainly a battler who faced more than her fair share of challenges in life. Living with rheumatoid arthritis every day came with pain, yet she carried herself with grace, patience and quiet strength. And after a long battle, Margaret sadly passed away on Saturday, the 11th of October 2025. When someone we love dies, it's never easy. There are no words that can truly ease the pain. Margaret was cherished and deeply loved, and for her family and those closest to her, there is sadness and sorrow, and how can there not be? It's okay to feel the weight of this loss, it's okay to grieve, it's okay to miss her, because that's what love looks like, when someone so special is no longer here. Grief is love that has nowhere to go, and in time that love will find its way into the stories you tell, the legacy she passed down, and the way she shaped who you are. Today we mourn Margaret's passing. We give thanks for her life, a life lived with purpose, with honesty, with strength, and with love. And though she is no longer physically with us, her spirit lives on in the memories that we hold dear. May we take comfort in the prayer, Faith and Trust by Helen Steiner Rice. Sometimes when a light goes out of our lives and we're left in the darkness and we don't know which way to go, we must put our hand into the hand of God and ask Him to lead us. And if we let our lives become a prayer until we are strong enough to stand under the weight of our own thoughts again, somehow even the most difficult hours are bearable. We're now going to take a look at Margaret's life. She was born on the 13th of June 1957. Her parents, Max and Helen Elliott, and she was the fifth and youngest child of Margaret Elaine and the youngest child named Margaret Elaine. Margaret had 4 siblings, Susan, Heather, Wayne and Ivan. She was born and raised in Natone, where she attended Natone School, a place she enjoyed and where she made lifelong memories. At just 16 years of age, Margaret's life changed when she was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, a condition that would affect her for the rest of her life. It was a difficult challenge for someone so young, but Margaret faced it with grace, patience and determination. She never let it define her or stop her from living a full and meaningful life. Her first job was at Coles Delicatessen, where she worked for a short time before her arthritis made it too hard to continue. Around this time, Margaret played tennis with the Natone Tennis Club and really enjoyed the friendships and the fun that came with it. It was on the tennis court that she met her future husband, Ricky Nichols, who played on the same team. Their love began with a shared interest and was truly a match made on the court. On the 11th of June 1977, they were married at 6 p.m. at the Burnie Uniting Church, and the reception was at the top of the town Hotel Motel. In later years, Margaret laughed about having to have a late wedding ceremony because the cows had to be milked before the service. The newlyweds made their home on the family farm at Upper Natone, where they welcomed their 2 daughters, Naomi and Megan. Family was at the very heart of Margaret's life. She poured her love and energy into being a devoted wife and mother. Later in 1987, the family moved to Burnie, where Margaret continued to be the steady, caring presence that held everyone together. Margaret and Ricky liked spending time in the garden together, and while Margaret couldn't do a lot of the physical work, she loved seeing things grow. Her favourite flowers being rhododendrons and peony roses. She liked having fresh flowers in the house, picked from their garden. Along with the girls, they enjoyed many family holidays to Port Douglas, the Great Lakes at Pop Max's shack, where Ricky loved fishing, though Margaret not so much, and to the Gold Coast and to Hobart. But some of their best memories were made closer to home on their Sunday drives. Nearly every Sunday, the car would head off to visit family or stop by a nursery to check out the plants and the flowers, or sometimes even collect oysters off the rocks at Wynyard. Now, while Margaret and Ricky loved those Sunday drives, Naomi and Megan thought they were very boring and would much rather have been doing something else. But looking back, those drives have become part of their cherished memories, moments of simple togetherness and being content with life's quieter pleasures. One of the biggest holiday highlights for Margaret and Ricky was their overseas trip to Thailand. They loved the food, the culture, and especially the people, always smiling and happy despite having so little. It was a trip that they often looked back on with fondness. In 1999, Margaret faced one of the hardest moments of her life when Ricky passed away. She had lost her husband, her companion, soulmate, and best friend. It was a difficult time, but she showed incredible strength and resilience, as she always did. After some time, she moved from Burnie to a unit in Ulverston, where she began a new chapter in her life. Margaret was a homemaker through and through. She took pride in her home. She was, as her family fondly put it, a bit of a cleaning freak. You wouldn't find anything left in the sink, be it a glass, a fork or a plate. And Margaret made sure there was never anything out of place. She was a forward planner too, often deciding what to have for dinner at breakfast time. The family said that Margaret was a self-confessed channel surfer. She constantly flicked through TV channels, rarely settling on one program for long. But she did like watching lifestyle and renovation programs, as well as the cooking shows. She was an avid listener of the ABC radio, keeping up to date with the news, and especially enjoyed Saturday morning gardening talkback. She didn't call in herself, but enjoyed listening to other people's problems and the advice given, often passing new ideas on to Megan later. Margaret was also a wonderful cook. Her daughters fondly remembered that when they were young, there was always something sweet with every meal. Her self-sourcing puddings and golden syrup dumplings were family favourites. Though perhaps not everything was a hit, the girls didn't like the kidney in the steak and kidney casserole, but were made to eat it. Margaret enjoyed going out with friends, especially to country music concerts and local venues where she could listen to live music by local artists. She particularly liked Pier 1, and this is where she celebrated her last birthday. Lunches out with friends were a definite favourite for Margaret, socialising, having a chat and a laugh is what she enjoyed best. And when it came to food, Margaret had her go-to favourites: curried scallops, crayfish for a treat, and new potatoes. She also had a sweet tooth. Darrell mint balls were a staple in her pantry, and there was always chocolate tucked away somewhere. She loved it when Naomi sent her chocolate-coated macadamias from Queensland. One of the greatest joys of her life was becoming a grandmother. When Tobias and Alexis came along and called her grandma, she was over the moon. They were her pride and joys. She doted on them, and they adored her in return. Thursdays became one of her favourite days of the week. The kids went to circus school and would buy takeaways to share at Grandma's afterwards. Those evenings she treasured. People admired Margaret for her friendly nature, being considerate and always ready to lend a listening ear. She was a strong, resilient and determined woman who faced many challenges but never gave up. She inspired everyone who knew her. A beautiful, quiet, gentle soul who lived her life with love, grace and dignity. Margaret's legacy lives on through her daughters, her grandchildren, her family, and the countless lives she touched along the way. Rest peacefully, Margaret. You'll be forever loved, forever missed, and never forgotten. I'd like to share with you some tributes from the family. From Naomi. How do you begin to say goodbye to someone who's been there your entire life? My mum wasn't just part of my life, she was the foundation of it. The one I turned to, the one I leaned on, the one who always seemed to know what to say even when she said nothing at all. She gave everything of herself, her time, her care, her love, so effortlessly. She was never loud about her strength, never asked for recognition. She simply got on with things, held everything together and made it all seem so easy. Mum had a way of making the ordinary feel special. A quiet chat at the kitchen table, a shared cup of tea, a gentle pat on the hand when words weren't needed. She knew how to love in the little moments that love added up to a lifetime of comfort. She was always there, through joy, through hardship, in celebration and in sorrow. No matter what was happening in the world, I always felt that I could just talk to Mum and everything would be okay. She had such wisdom, not the kind you find in books, but the kind that comes from living with heart, from caring deeply, and from putting others before herself. She taught me how to be strong, but also how to be soft. She taught me that kindness is never wasted, that patience matters, and that family is everything. Her love was unconditional, fierce when it needed to be, gentle when that was what we needed most. She never stopped believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. And now, in the silence she leaves behind, I feel the echo of that love everywhere, in the habits she passed on, in the phrases I catch myself saying, in the way I try to care for others. There is a deep aching space where she used to be. Nothing will ever truly fill that space. But I'm also filled with gratitude. Grateful for the years that we had, for the memories I'll carry, for the love she gave so freely and fully. And there is comfort too in knowing that Mum is now reunited with Dad. They were two halves of a whole, inseparable in life and now together again. I picture them walking hand in hand, side by side once more, and that thought brings me peace. Thank you, Mum, for your guidance, your laughter, your strength, and most of all, your love. You gave me more than I could have asked for, and I will ask that with me, and I will carry that with me for the rest of my life. You were and always will be my greatest blessing. Naomi. And from Megan, a tribute to my mum. Today I sit here with a heart that feels completely broken, trying to say goodbye to the most important woman in my life, you, Mum. There are no perfect words for a moment like this. How do you thank someone for being your whole world? Mum, you were strong, kind and deeply loving. You didn't just praise me, you shaped me. Through every high and every low, you were there. No matter how hard life got, your love never wavered. You were my comfort, my safe place and my biggest supporter. Thank you, Mum, for trying so hard to be both parents to me. We all miss Dad so very much, and I know honouring him was a hard job on its own. Yet you took on that role with such grace and strength, and I see that and I'm so grateful. Even when you're in pain, you carried more than most will ever know. Even if all you could do was listen or offer a quiet word of guidance, you did. You never stopped being there for me, even when you were hurting yourself. Whenever we visited you, you always looked forward to see what we had brought with us this time, whether it was flowers or something from our garden, or a handmade card, and gifts from her two favourite people in the world, Tobias and Alexis. You treasured every one of them. Thank you for being the most incredible grandmother. I know you adored the two children and they adored you right back. You gave them that same unconditional love, that same safety, that same magic that you gave me. You were so proud of them, and they will carry your love with them forever. Thank you for every sacrifice, every word of advice, every phone call. Thank you for being there, even when you were tired, even when you were hurting. You live on in us, in a way we love, in the way we care, in the way we carry each other through the hard days. You've left a legacy of love that won't be forgotten. We miss you more than words will ever say, and we will love you forever. As much as this goodbye hurts, I take comfort in knowing you're at peace now. No more pain, no more worry, just calm, quiet and rest. You gave everything you had, and now you get to rest in peace you so deeply deserve. Rest in peace, Mum. You were everything to us. Megan. We do have a couple more of family tributes, but I think at this time we may have visual memories of Margaret with a photo presentation.
You're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. 'Cause you're a sky full of stars. 'Cause you light up the path. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. Cause in the sky full of stars, I think I saw you. You're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms. Cause you get lighter the more it gets dark. I'm gonna give you my heart. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. Cause in the sky full of stars, I think I see you. I think I see you.
I wish that heaven had visiting hours so I could just show up and bring the news that she's getting older. And I wish that you met her. The things that you'll learn from me, I got them all from you. Can I just stay a while and we'll put all the world to rights? The little ones will grow and I'll still drink your favorite wine. And soon they're going to close, but I'll see you another day. So much has changed since you've been away. I wish that heaven had visiting hours, so I could just swing by and ask your advice. What would you do in my situation? I haven't a clue how I'd even raise them. What would you do? 'Cause you always do what's right. And we just talk a while until my worries disappear. I'll tell you that I'm scared of turning out a failure. You'd say, remember that the answer's in the love that we create. So much has changed since you've been away. That heaven had visiting hours, and I would ask them if I could take you home. But I know what they'd say, that it's for the best. So I will live life the way you taught me and make it on my own. I will close the door, but I will open up my heart, and everyone I love will know exactly who you are. 'Cause this is not goodbye, it is just till we meet again. So much has changed since you've been away.
It's a lovely collection of photos. I don't think I'd be as game as Margaret with a snake round my neck. Yeah. I'd like to share with you tributes for Grandma from Tobias. Hi everyone, I'm Tobias and I'm Grandma's grandson. I'm 10 years old and I just want to say how much I'm going to miss you. Grandma always used to tell me how tall I was getting and she'd say, you know what Tobias, I thought you're going to be taller than me one day. And then she'd remind me how little I started out, even littler than most babies because I came into the world much earlier than I was supposed to. But she always believed I would grow strong, and I sure am. Grandma was always kind to me and I loved our hugs together. I loved visiting her because she always had ice cream for us to enjoy when we were there. I love you, Grandma, and will never forget you. I miss you a lot, Tobias. And from Alexis. I miss you, Grandma, so much. It hurts my heart that you're not here anymore. You were the best grandma in the whole world. You always smiled when I came to visit and made me feel so special. I love bringing you flowers or special things I made just for you. I love thinking back to just a couple of weeks ago when we surprised you. I said boo very loudly as we came through your door, as you thought I was at school, but we were actually performing at the Leven Theatre for circus school. We had a little break, so we came to see you and shared a lovely lunch together. Now such a special moment for me. Grandma, remember the time we watched Willy Wonka movie together? I loved that movie so much and I love it even more now. I will always remember you, Grandma. I love you so much. Alexis. Beautiful tributes. And from Margaret's sister Susan. My memories of my sister Margaret would fill many pages if I had to write them down. In the days before my husband and I were married, she liked to cuddle up on Rex's knee and put her little 4-year-old arm around his neck, claiming, "I've got him now, he's mine," while all the time giving me a cheeky grin. At the age of 7 years, she was a proud flower girl at our wedding. During her primary school years, she often came to stay with us on the farm for school holidays. In more recent times, when we moved to Smithton, she was a frequent weekend visitor with phone always alongside her, busy texting. Her phone and her TV were her constant links to the outside world, especially in the last few years when she became less mobile. Margaret had a soft spot for cats, having a couple of special ones as she grew up. My sister was a competitive driver, making the long trips to Hobart, undaunted by pouring rain, to visit her beloved family, especially Tobias and Alexis. She would cook for days to make special treats to take them. Margaret was robbed of being able to do craft things by her arthritic hands. Together we tried to make cards, but it was too hard for her. But we did manage to make memory books for Naomi and Megan's big 40th birthdays. She was very proud of that. Excuse me a moment. A music lover, her taste covered many genres: country, Irish and André Rieu. Together we attended Celtic Thunder in concert in Launceston and André Rieu in Melbourne. A big favourite was the Rotary Country Music Muster in Smithton, staying with us and attending with a group of ladies from Ulverston. In earlier years, she enjoyed going clubbing with younger family members. Several years ago, she joined the auxiliary of the Eliza Purton Home in Ulverston. She served 3 terms as president, something she'd never done before. But enjoyed meeting new people, fundraising activities. It added a new dimension to her life. I loved and admired how she coped with her health problems, her pain and its limitations, and what she was able to do. She was cheerful under the toughest conditions, optimistic that tomorrow would be better. She was a great talker and enjoyed a joke, even a risque one. My little sis, I will miss you so much, but I know now you are free from pain and the burden you've carried for so long. Farewell until we meet again. Love, Susan. Megan and Naomi have asked me on their behalf to thank everyone who's been part of Margaret's life and supported her throughout the years. Your kindness and friendship meant so much not only to Margaret but to all of her family. They would also like to sincerely thank you for being here today with them to honour and remember their mum. Dearie me. You're invited to join the family here at Parkside for a cuppa and a chat after the burial service. Very shortly we'll be taking Margaret to her final resting place at the Burney Lawn Cemetery next door. You're welcome to join us, but if you're unable to come along, it's okay to wait here at Parkside for the family to return. Please stand if you're able.
It's okay, just let me go. You'll be alright. Right now it's hard to cope, but just give it time. Look up at the sky, 'cause I'm by your side, guiding you through. You're so far away, but I'm still with you. When days turn to months, and months into years, I'll still check up on you when you run out of tears. When you run out of tears. When you run out of tears. It'll get easier, at least that's what they'll say. And I know you'll think about me every step of the way. Well, just know I'm fine, 'cause I'm by your side, guiding you through. You're so far away, but I'm still with you. When days turn to months, and months into years, I'll still check up on you when you run out of tears. When you run out of tears. Yeah, I'm right beside you, the sun on the water, the little white feathers you find. So go live your life now, go stronger and bolder, and I'll keep on sending you signs. 'Cause I'm by your side, guiding you through. You're so far away, but I'm still with you. When days turn to months, and months into years, I'll still check up on you when you run out of tears. It's okay, just let me go. You'll be alright. Right now it's hard to cope, but just give it time. Look up at the sky, 'cause I'm by your side, guiding you through. You're so far away, but I'm still with you. When days turn to months, and months into years, I'll still check up on you when you run out of tears. When you run out of tears. When you run out of tears. It'll get easier, at least that's what they'll say. And I know you'll think about me every step of the way. Well, just know I'm fine, 'cause I'm by your side, guiding you through. You're so far away, but I'm still with you. When days turn run out of tears. Yeah, I'm right beside you, the sun on the water, the little white feathers you find. So go live your life now, go stronger and bolder, and I'll keep on sending you signs. 'Cause I'm by your side, guiding you through. You're so far away, but I'm still with you. When days turn to months, and months into years, I'll still check up on you when you run out of